Harry. Anyway, very good afternoon to you. More fun me say more home these days, why? Because I've got a whole 3 weeks off for the Easter holidays, yeah. So yeah, that's why I come on live or kind of. Mama share the Moesha no babomi. Moesha one share ya ni edi owo ko bo mama share. Sam the need you medi Afia Schwar. To be honest, somebody shared a video with me yesterday, and because we don't talk about mental health illness, like bibisa papa, you just want to talk about it, and the fact that we think say in sebi obi ebenya adwunumu yare ana say someone will go through kind of like, you know, bibisa me every day. Having said that, every day I talk to my children about, yeah, not every day, but I always tell my children when they need help, they have to seek for help. So what you guys say? Sabi enya de yenim kwase yenyina at some point of our lives, you know, obi abetimi experience a lot of mental illness, and also say obi already a lot now the research a lot. You can your mental health illness needs to be, like I say, 1 in 3, 1 in 100 a day, not even a year. 1 in 100 meaning a day. No, nipa ebe diagnosed or more with mental health, some form of mental health. Maybe depression is almost 1 in 3. You know, 1 in 3, and where researcher and cry a year from certain age to maybe almost teenage age or more. Enya mental health illness, especially depression, enya semketwa. Suicide, type in, cry be or take your own life within the UK. I say a year, chroma crana and say be parmechian, a buying a bois and crano. Still, no, we have children that goes through whatever moment that they a bit of academic stress, and then these days, you know, the social pressures also are a war and for. So I just want to be this. Into mental health illness is very broad. Some of us, we had the opportunity to work out, you know, in mental health facilities, and you know what can when the way it's and when the impact and what we're so and then for so, and it doesn't have respect, especially depression. It doesn't have a respect for anybody. Like Obinka said, or you can you famous into me and go through your friend and say mental health illness, and as I say, and can you a whole a friend Prince Emma Nen Yenya whole Prince Mane Betanase and Castle. Do you think it was easy for Megan Mikkel and Prince Harry watching out opera free so Ebeka said, oh, they were, you know, at some point of their life, and I said because of what the media was doing to them, a friend and say in your problem. Okay, Obi Sanka. The reason why some of these people talk about it because they know it's real. People are dying from it. Nancy and what former Miss USA, a who no know about your and to say when you're so ignorant to say Afia Schwar or the young kunosa when you're ignorant presenter. Now obi a onye ne busuani or the your friend and say like Chroma, I don't think so you can talk about, you can't go and do interview about somebody else's illness. So what you so now for young celebrity be because we be any panny or downfall and now be some chair will be yeah mammy me who me baba my watch anyway being cinema so keep being cinema. Not what papa now now Zara Phyllis is also dear. Not just said or busa question be and for so ni so now so no e bia won't me so made them person me can na me can na oh kasa. Have you seen the interview? Somebody let me just share. Let me show you the interview that I'm talking. I even shared on my page. And I feel me can say Afia you be Afia na problem anyway. Then I mean I feel somebody wrote about your friend is a personality this. I think that Afia want antisocial behavior, personality disorder, antisocial personality disorder. If you are not because normal, and then you have some people say, oh, if you are nobody has target fear. If you are the behavior no show, and I'm a man for you. So be no target fear say what you are saying. A true stage be not obey ni partner say things are going so rough for them. You stay out of it. And now now do more because I don't think say Moesha ebusua for ye as a spokesperson. If you bet to me anyway, let me you just see the interview for yourself. And it was so bad. And I said, because it was so bad, and I made so I said, why can't people allow this girl to be and then heal? And you know, you were musicians, even Kenya West, the could do maybe my rough man, Kenya West, and your musicians, I can see your celebrities, I can see what celebrities, I can see from committee suicide. That's why I know very open about it. We have to talk. Share, yeah, call. A friend is saying, Yanni, I call Nico Meba, maybe the more comments, which shall be around my pouch. Yanni, you call school throughout our school, ya abuse, teachers abuse, any idea. You couldn't get any help. Chroma from primary school to secondary school, whatever school, they have counselors in the school. Now, say, me back at your way away here for, Eba say, girl be on the street dance, yeah, and I cry a channel. I cry, I think, say year 5 or so. Now, when you're happy about it, because or share it too much when you're happy about it. And or reporting my your friend is say ne head teacher. Am I will be money one will be Cassan or Becca because I've told them say they should seek if they don't want to tell me anything that is bothering them, they should because the school have people in place. Because you will come you will crank it or commit suicide. Especially and crack school near bully yet your course go bully ye mamma and school na yet to 2 year ye bully ye de your friends and you may be away home Eddie at Tema nobody didn't do anything about it. And Moesha is not the first person or yet maybe public figure when you're a junior and say we you be ness obey pana because of the bushia phone you as a spokesperson to talk about her no. Say who connects as presented be a sebi na adwene of ma eja social media na ba ntino bia wo platform no technology kakra and also no Ghana for be anything about Skype. I feel the books as a question because a man for share will be the talk of the whatever. And here they are to YouTube. We are selfish people. I always say that we don't because it wasn't even a question. So the Zion was also a fear. A man for celebrity Moesha will be one posting the picture now bisa. You can let it pass. Also, why you be a man the bush for you ungrateful. You can just let it pass. And say anyone get him say your friends and Moesha that are sorry for you. This girl is crazy. I am more person who appreciate Afia Schwar's nigga. I am who because nobody will do this to another human being. Mental health is very serious. For people to even come out, so more issue cry very a problem for them. Ubo Chromas here, they be able to there was so many organizations that Omoboa. Yes, oh talk to their mind, talk to including mental health. Because in himself, a idea, Chroma cry advanced country, people cannot talk about it. Any form. Obia when they be a even for people to seek for help, professional help, very difficult for them. Na Ghana said you'll be misbehave kakra. Oh yes, faith. Obi misbehave kakra bia na charge no abodam or adwumu yare. Let me just show you the interview bia na wa adwene kire say bia me we afia so me afia so but ensem bi ho no ma ya ya me pese nyina ni da ho because I wouldn't like it say me nia ne Moesha na say be celebrity bia on the unim de oye o Ghana enso so de bia on na radio so grant interview I can nsem e fa ne ho a say bi girl no yare yen nyina yenim about a man for bebrebe problems now you don't get to see that in the newspaper. Ghana they said the obi ama ne ho so ye bibi ntino fa camera obi a video bibi an ntino a man for ye ya kutwitwa girl no vulnerable we say kra me ne kwa ni na YouTube na kra me chio na se ye kra refi aye nyina eja ye bompa ye say somehow no betimi aba be the way we sit here now the our big man for semi the nti we don't partner you busa question I want me my question impact enka so ready and family when I'm intwem enko just I don't know maybe you guys haven't seen the interview. It's so disgusting. I was so upset.
Wants to meet me Afia
or say Moesha ebusuan for I am ungrateful to her because we had $10,000 my doctors bang doctors ben no tria psychiatrists doctors and answer doctors ben and at that year diagnosis will be with mental health illness I tria $10,000 and mutwa e the man and no tria $10,000 in Moesha case na kosi say which we are $10,000 because doctors say pay $10,000 at the spot for treatment and for them or for diagnosis. Mama, do
you know how many nights? Now me papa yari that them ha.
Me papa the also huna money.
Because she's my friend. Now when you are dreaming we are so some of us all we wanted was to support Moesha. Time Moesha kwa sorry ko dia dance you know. Na Moesha when you are dreaming we are me na nekwiado. And as I'm Moesha, about Martino. We were shielding Moesha.
You don't even need to shade it. If somebody is going through mental health illness, you just look for help. And yet, it's not a crime. And yet, people have sexual health illness. People have physical, whatever, even spiritual. And to say, what down for Yaria, Obianka said, the Fabetua Bontina na Bibisa. But you seek for help. Open what the man. Some open what the man Moesha, we didn't see that your friend is saying that vulnerable state nearby, yeah, a man for Moesha na man preaching. We couldn't see that. So what you say? And can't be cranky. Munina, my amoho, your friend is say, your door, your town. Anna, Moody didn't pay Nipano, a film Kakrani idea, the Afia Schwar or your uncle of one or what a child said Nipano. Now your friends were the one quack or the one quack your friend is saying, what's your interview now? What am I about the boy interview? Let me be armed in the new natural. Oh, or no mechanical say, Lydia no a chance. There's a mental illness. Oh, with a munty and I mean, family watching.
And that's now Moesha. Doctors no can't say and dropping 10,000 or say 12,000. Why are you there? Also better. Can't whatever becoming
what can't tell me PA. Me patch be me PA. Why? Or can't any PA say come for our doctors for our doctors. You know how many doctors they were called into Moesha's case. And so almost measure $12,000 or $10,000. You know. Were you there? Or we send the PA and say were you? And even said you pay no what were you there means now. And a PA now so what now you want to know PA if you are yesterday because were you there as I say and you say yeah you go for a doctor for you were there so come and maybe however but on no club say a question and say were you there meaning say everything this lady was saying it was intro were you there who no be akọ baby na say mo ka kan say mo na person ni panel witness I was say busa question who busa ni panel question say were you there. And a PA no so and the name say me there so now. Yes, I was there. I just can't stand this lady anymore.
Send me Bible. And it's there, Moesha. Oh, sorry.
I'm done. So crazy. Just like the interview, so disgusting.
Yes, that's me trying to be able to me near the bit of that man.
You're seeing the now for no but in the birthday company, people complaining say, I can't know a Moesha now. Can be a posting.
Say, who posting Moesha? And you better not even. Let's call it spade a spade. Who posting Moesha to represent what? We wish you to celebrate with you.
Moesha to
Zion
represent what?
If I'm to sit here and tell you about how ungrateful Moesha's family wants to me a clear bear. Me find a nekwiado me kan ho. Do you know how many nights? Now me papa yari that them ha. Now I have to go and be with Moesha because she's my friend. Now when you are dreaming we are here. So some of us all we wanted was to support Moesha. Zion, me can't send me a me can camera so that now they are to time Moesha kwa so ko di dance no. Na Moesha when you are dreaming we are here. Na for no, we were shielding it. Me, na nekwiado. And as I'm Moesha, PA be not about Martino. We were shielding Moesha's sickness. Yeah, didn't actually could you dance any no, na yare no.
And a man per one, I'm within a chimney, we could hear dance.
But
we were for them completely.
So at some point,
drug misuse.
you call relatives
Reading it also. Drug misuse. And not let me cause mental health illness. Drug and alcohol misuse.
Moesha is all my friend.
Don't bring your research work.
Moesha was a friend to Afia Schwar. And me would do me banner, me do.
First,
and
Moesha was my friend. Later on, Moesha wasn't my friend. Moesha was a friend to Afia Schwar. And me would do me banner. So Moesha was a friend. Moesha wasn't a friend. Moesha Afia Schwar no nko Moesha. And Moesha be Afia Schwar na adamfo. Afia Schwar na onye 15 years no kofa Moesha adamfo no de ba ofie. And I also say yeah. Afia Schwar is completely. If we're talking about somebody with mental health illness, Afia Schwar is one of the definition of it as well. Our person castle because the behavior it shows. Said this lady is not well. Because Obia or yeah very well will not do this.
Doctors look at say and dropping 10,000 or 12,000. Were you there? Also better.
Were you there?
Maybe I say me 2 million.
And their family in They're quite rich.
Me know your friend, you ma'am.
The more for a month for only this.
Me call.
Go a month for any mass. No finding YouTube. The Danny bedroom.
Nelson, he tell you some money will find. And Mark assembling a day. MPA. And then me both be here. Me persist on the company to be involved in this drama. I even called Sandra Cobia. Say, on my way. Now I am to hospital. Me am from Moesha because Moesha are in a bathroom for. Parents will know I know. Memoir. Do you know how many times she tried to kill her own life?
Can you?
And it was our
like seriously?
You come Moesha up for no pa. Time many ever. 2 a.m., 3 a.m. near drive if you are back. Uba do no 5 a.m. near everyone make you feel no. Me yes. Ya call na doctors. Ya call me free Dubai by now. Na ne cure do free doctors no. Ya call na doctors no so mbese.
$10,000 or something.
$10,000 or
something.
No more.
Doctors no more born. Obi offer so obi tueska. Why the tueska? Sorry,
if you ask why the tree at $10,000,
however,
difference is better than them.
What me dear, I have backed out. I will only support my friend with prayers. Miss Nyame, Adum Yakupon, become a papa da car at Simetuma. Yamini Makuma, send me men piebo, and say Moesha, or sorry. Who was an Epiagua? That is sorry, brother, who much be a corner home piebo. I watch him what and I make us some Moesha, or share me body up or don't I will each Nebano. If not, me body up Moesha doesn't mean in common. No, yet, but me who stays no. And I make us a Moesha on paras more than 3 times. For if which I know, me better yet. Nega and Nepia the friend say, hey, 1 minute no, you're finding call a Star Hospital. But the family ended up disrespecting 3 that were dead.
How?
I don't want to. You say Zion, I don't want to dwell in it. Me concern me koboa, man concern me from two. In Tienja no. Ofo say me
have been the
na me show Moesha and Kenya Moesha akoka sunan.
It's a no.
Oh.
Check that the other head and him.
So for my me be fee. Eno.
Baba. So I check the chill.
Onye mi busu.
What? Onye ni busuani. So what she say? But she have the guts to talk about her. Onye ni busuani and her mental health illness. On obi interview. Say person beka de nebusuan for the year wa enka okofa ba ye na oh adwanya onko. Enka Zion okobusa ya Zion Moesha ya ye ntwa so. Chese person o ma na mamu details. Who or $10,000 or the coach ya hospital bill they are moving. Into what you are 10,000, I just want to see say obi $10,000 is a lot of money. Into what you are no, and then I could see. It is what you are $10,000 now, pa. Nka Moesha da sunyana na walk and home. Afia Schwar. Ada asem beto.
Psychosis.
I don't know.
I dream yare.
Tie. Obusa ne say oyare be psychosis. De ade. Zaya feel is also there. To bear on so gina ho. Munsua de. De monumas ma fa kama nam de sisi amanfo na mo ye interview. Okay, wouldn't be a Google. I didn't know how to phone no Google say this. So if you don't know. Wouldn't yare doctors for so but wouldn't say a psychosis. Now, de ade minim. You say ya dream yare. Mental health is very broad. We have so many types of mental health illness. Yes, psychosis na your episodes whereby your baby who so voices. Until I make us a suffer for baby or can mobile bad. Until we did and some I can say the child amount for no. Because they can hear, and when somebody start hearing something, or because something like me tinya ko pon when you a bit if you know catch us or tinya ko pon or tia so ya hwe ni and not started time Bible because nyankopon kasa the name fan ni pasa. So what he has, and then seeing things, so they will see something that is like stick of fruit. So what is that? Your friend. The person can't this word. It's also difficult. So they
Bra, me medical personnel.
What did she?
But I heard you going in some
She has said more. I just want you to listen to
something. I know.
Sure.
Which I know, me better yet. Nede na neku ya the friend say, hey, wa me me know you can call us hospital. But the family ended up disrespecting we that were.
Felicia pronunciation in I spell it.
You say Zion, I don't
know Felicia.
Me concern me koboa. Man concern me kofutu. Enti enja no. Ofo say me na me show Moesha nkene Moesha akoka sunan.
It's a small one.
Oh.
Oh, why not?
So for my maybe fee. No.
Bane ede bwalma no matono.
You need 2 minutes. 7 minutes.
Ene hano.
Doctors buy no so wenya psychosis.
I don't know.
I dream yare.
So the name from when mom this
Which went to madness.
Bra, me medical personnel. But I heard you going in some kick India. She sent me
over the airport here. A bet me lead to madness. Over the airport and some kicking here. Yes, or part of social the airport and some kicking as I say, what border and I your friend and say, I'm so me patron me medical personnel what means me sa pronounce sa word no kwa ne kai me test me hu. Sa o mo kan say mo patron recording from memory. Skip it's me cap me patron. I'm me cap get tereba. Why they actually are to okay, we been checking Moesha snap. And was say wo sunyane sofu bi ho. And now all psychosis and psychosis no even who read about it your friend is a depression crack out depression a mania and it's also count a bipolar in account because then obi or several depression and that's why you're very depressed can see and hear things as well and it doesn't supposed to be maybe any panel what your friend is say psychosis hello Juliana. So I was in a video and the sound, I don't know what happens to it. It just went into no bus or no. I was just talking about the interview, link that somebody sent me. So apparently, if you did interview me, boy, your interview, some people will go and talk about other people's and the way she was talking about Moesha's mental health issue, I didn't like it at all. And at some point, I don't know because Ghana no be at Julie, I'm doing great. Thank you so much, sis. Obi at me do pay be afan with the chroma. I don't think say Ubet me akwa na radio so na akoka obi a mental health and once unless say they've given you permission to do so. And we ebusueni or maybe sometimes you just want to talk about it for education or something like that. And no problem. I don't think that somebody will sit on the radio or maybe do a friend and say our back will be mental health. Yeah, what Moesha is going through at the moment. And sometimes, mental health a very big issue. A lot of people, especially within our community crowd here, doesn't have much knowledge about it. And the Hakrana, a advanced country, people are so much not comfortable talking about their mental health. So what you are even with professionals. And to be a honor whatever they are going through. Until me open up. And Sebi, and yes, celebrating mental health. And mental health doesn't have respect for each and everyone. You'll be. And when it comes to this country, I'm crying now. You won't cry. Now say COVID by and cry baby. Because of lockdown, no cry committee suicide. Any packet and cry baby committee suicide within the COVID time. Any baby. Mine was when we first locked down. The impact I had on me, it was I was very anxious. So my anxiety level was it wasn't good. I can't remember, so I was home, and sometimes in a juma boa, because some people feel comfortable when they leave their home and go to work. And for people to get stuck in one place, they don't cry every month for mental health echoes within them crying and paying for as long as your friend is a domestic abuse. And but you what more baby cry a lot of people don't talk to, even their close family members cry, they don't like to talk about their mental health issues. So what you see, it's somebody no bubbling now or public eye, not all of a sudden or no experiencing you maybe a cause or no. Say your friend say I will be very respectful to or no. Say be a man for be jana na hili and I say. You will be managed too much details. Or no what next give your percent or share an experience, and that's what a lot of people do. A lot of celebrities talks about mental health. One American was going through because of what the media was doing to her, or not being black and get married to royal family. Yeah, impact on the son. Omo waiting we say, omo warrior no. Sika waji or the boa charities are a pemwa the mental health. Having said that, David a Victoria Beckham about worries recently. Omo de koboa omo de sika omo nya $3.something million omo de sika omo gi gift omo gi free nipa invite omo say ye the British man mechia say ye fan koboa family say your friend say Ukraine because of economy. So what you say and any mpanyimfo bebrebe ye hana one of the Nollywood actor ekune ho recently infinitely this year and a Miss a friend is a Miss former Miss USA, very beautiful TV presenter and so kokune ho or no so kwani mama a famous person and mental health doesn't have respect for one that tell me I'm doing great, thank you, and now why and I say why e betimi ato bia me nim se wahu Afia interview na okoye na make am one sema me nya akwa me voice me sound in okoye anti obaso because enya Afia ansempa na make I just make say enya various people will seek help for bia whatever they will be going through and minim definition of yes madness and bibisa and I say because we be about minim how Ghana for madness, you know, but then now because say very broad your stages will be also there and your war more said they can manage or more mental health even going to work. Some people work with it, especially some form of depression, and your war most so they just need to be admitted to maybe mental health facilities. A friend they say say a show more they be no e be crana you work doctors and care workers and I said necessary say they have to take their medication regularly. Me nim Moesha edie how ACT Afia according to Afia Schwar snake and the Moesha nya psychosis and an America say ni na a form of mental health no it be a bipolar cry one of them. So what I say because people with several depression and I say very depressed people also can have episodes of psychosis and as well, so they can hear and see things which are illusions, things are not there, they can smell, they can so and then now the suicide has also about shame because people think, you know, sometimes life is very tough and we all don't know the cause of Moesha's mental health illness. Life is very tough. Some people a friend say whatever the events are happening among crab to say they are now a branch or beka ho asem no events are happening among crab and impact home, so sometimes it will take even years for it to come back and then you know the trauma that you went through maybe a baby on crab no and some it's very broad and some people at some point, say life become Obapa Grace Mitchell become tougher. They feel like, and now if they want to achieve something in their life and they can't, and I said they couldn't achieve it, and they feel very hopeless. And to suicide at the amount for baby, either some will think about it, and maybe with the help they won't do it. And I said some sometimes when it will require financial difficulties, it can push some people to, but mostly people that commit suicide, will have some, because then you have to get stressed and they depressed, and then it develop it for you to feel that hopeless, isn't it? And some people that will commit suicide, they usually have the link with mental health illness, because maybe something I know maybe people that won't. And some of the causes misuse of alcohol and drugs. So we have some people drugs near diabetes near trigger. And then I was reading something that says even brain tumor. So some people might have maybe brain tumor now it be affected my brain now or more cognition so IABB or and he said oh nim dia will be one now nim dia there be a say and thank God they say internet honum you are more for Marcus Como nim dia this information you just don't need to read about anything. Even if you want to read about something, you just we have original sources. Knowledge and information. I said you sit on one platform talking about something that you don't know, but you want to tag somebody with it. So what you say? I don't know. Very so. And I said I think said video. A lot of people might watch the one that I was doing. I was just into my details. I was playing the video. Afia Schwar interview with Ziona. I didn't like the whole thing about. So maybe I'm a case of opportunity. Maybe now we interview. Let's say we say a question about somebody. You can just ignore. There's no especially if I know the bush when you as a spokesperson say the opportunity can't cry how Ghana. Basa because won't mean for Ghana blogger being caught. Won't mean anything. So they just like do nyama basa obi akotena radio station say asem mfa no kra na oka they won't be see aka dey be say why you busuani na bia go through something like that, would you be happy discussing about it to the public? Would you be comfortable? Why would you do that? And I will go on a year day. The girl was one of your friend or situation, and as friends, that's why we have friends. That's why some people even some of this mental health no crown. Some people will go to a friend and say therapy, a support group, because it helps as well. Oh, Miss J, thank you, sir. Oh yes. I think, sir, they will have a conversation before the interview. So I don't know where Moesha's mental health have to come in. The girl have to rest. Or way. Some people will go through whatever they will go through. They will still come back very strong. Just said the meaning. They say Ghana no. You never far sorry fee. You cheddar pet. Ghana no crowd. Your doctor papa could be diagnosing the panel. So what you say? Beyond say if you say doctors about doctors by sexual health doctors and now say your friend is a physician and here for doctors burn about dietitians and here for about doctors or Moesha psychiatrists and answer him for the about we saying I'm just using this platform just to tell you, sir, knowledge is power. You just don't need anybody to just say whatever they want to say. Sometimes you just have to double check and answer cross check with people. People Ghana for nipa bebrebe nim bibia so mara betena abia bi omonu mu aka ebi na afia aka dey run kra na ya diagnose what target Moesha with no she doesn't know what that is. Ubusan say maybe symptoms need be cry there. She wouldn't know to how to describe the symptom because she have no idea. But then now the about target will be meanwhile social behavior she might have something going on with her, some form of mental illness as well, because nipa said be unfeeling. Unfeeling pity. I was reading. Sometimes that's what I do. I read about this. I read about anything that I don't know. So I was reading something and then I feel okay. Let me just read about maybe antisocial personality disorder. And then when I read the symptoms, I was this lady, baby kakra, because everything this lady, mocking other people. She doesn't have any shame, doing whatever she's. It tells you on no crowd when here mental health, intervention. Anyway, my catch was say most of them drug misuse and so count or more any alcohol or no sambasa any no basa no so crowd might have some form of mental health illness anyway. Thank you. So let me just go back to the interview. If you and Zion, according to Moesha Bushia, you're ungrateful or the $10,000, but I wanted her to verify the $10,000 now or the boy I know was for the diagnosis alone, and I said them because then why is Moesha in a sorry fee? I was Sunyani, and then on who is a Moesha was sorry fee. And she was for all the Obasua. No, Afia is lying Afia, they say They said, because I am 50,000 from a chief of staff at a baby and they say, and they be your man for your man. That girl have something here. We no anyway in the door so because my separate is no margin at that one. It be as well as Sandra Cobia, Crampus of Bonity, because won't follow for the new massa. It's none of their business. So what you are saying,
Moesha's family.
The first
me a fear back. Me find a neck do me count. Do you know how many nights? Now me papa yarida them ha. Now I have to go and be with Moesha because she's my friend. Now when you are dreaming we are here. So some of us, all we wanted was to support Moesha. Time Moesha kwa sorry ko dia dance no. Na Moesha when you are dreaming we are here. Me na neck do. And as Moesha, P be no about Martino. We were shielding Moesha's sickness. You go for a doctor for everything Moesha. Doctors say.
And mind you, sexual health illness and yet something that you have to be ashamed of, and yet something that people have to be ashamed of it. And so Sebi, and you'll be on said will be anxious on your me and find to hospital. No, mental health and yeah, say yeah, man. I tell my children to seek help because these days. Mental health illness is a very common even especially depression. If you sometimes baby I watch here in our country I was no but more than research about cry or committed suicide even a year and I have depression, some form of depression within a year. Or maybe sometimes you a day and quite diagnosed with something like that. And a idea we have to talk about it. A idea any bushing for your ma etnas and yes catch you. But idea if we say same for your man Nancy bushing for your loved ones be a go try. We will seek for first a professional help for them instead of taking them especially to churches. I suffer for baby crab them. I suffer for baby. Apart from say be most more amount for Edia Pesca, you have some people that think they see or they hear the Yankopone. Until I when you suffer be no be a for that. Suffer be and mammy problem be no tea. Suffer any a cry. Oh, ye teenager, I call that money draw, sir, no. Make us say no as about combatron a man, while I sign him naka home. So repun cry into your you can't even hold the Bible and then they would think say oh the fact that you are holding the Bible you are normal. I said I've worked in mental hospital for so long. I had one patient I know where you order. They be I know a French it will be a Bible mukai. So not a mental hospital. So what he has here. And see some people also because once they start hearing and they think they can hear the voice of God. God is the one talking to them. So yes, there are so many times and you talk to your children about it. And because sometimes the crowd war depression and answer if you are stressed, they are always help. And then they will tell you to talk to people, talk to your friends. For somebody that you feel comfortable with. And then in casa. Because I say a problem share is a problem halved. So what you are saying. So what you are saying, yes, but we don't take it serious. Because Moesha ever so obey away. Oh, yes.
10,000 or 12,000. Were you there? Also better. Car become the father car. It's in the Kuma. Yamini Makuma. Send me men Bible. And it's say Moesha.
Oh, yes.
Oh, sorry.
So just listen to the interview. Elizabeth Mitchell.
That's me trying to be able to mean a bit of my
who trying to Afia Schwar.
The birthday company, people complaining say, I can't know a Moesha now. Who be a postino?
Say, who post Moesha and you bang on the bill. Let's call it spade a spade. Who pursue Moesha to represent? We wish to celebrate with.
Sabi, while both them are on the left to the right now. We have people that we work with are more some form of mental health illness. Some people some people work with it anyway. Some people can work with it. There's a certain job or especially with depression, and I say, you may be one of my because I be because I be a nurse. So what you see, and maybe I relapse na be akwa baby. And yes, but yes, sabi Moesha abodam a menka so abodam kwa in the mental so severe say onim the left to the right ana sabi ontimi ndidi ana onam abontene so na wo se aduane fedi enti no wo post na ontimi hu se wa post no because you didn't want to. What really also abodam or you mentally like wabodam or you bodam for mad or you mad person abi on nam abontene ye we say. And you don't want to claim her as a friend now on here or no. So is so person why say Moesha penadamfo. Why would you talk about her if that girl is not your friend? And you put them on here interview no. Naza your feelings the other na sem baby first ni ejano.
And even on the
man for us
if I'm to sit here and tell you about how ungrateful Moesha's family was to me Afia Schwar. Me find an do me can home. Do you know how many nights? Now me papa yari that damn her. Now I have to go and be with Moesha because she's my friend. Now when you are dreaming we are here. So some of us, all we wanted was to support Moesha. Zion, me can't send me a man can camera so that now they are to time Moesha go so ko di dance here no. Now Moesha when you are dreaming we are here. Now for we were shielding it. Me, the Nekiado. And as I'm Moesha, we have been about Martino. We were shielding Moesha's sickness. You didn't you mind could you dance in Irano? No. But you will be seeing. So at some point, you will call relatives to come in.
No, nya Johnny then nya some picture. Everything
me. Moesha is all my friend of which you know. Moesha was a friend to Adia Pena. And me would do me banner me do. And they be a me can say, although Moesha you trip and anything. Moesha yari no, ne ye must say yes me kata na dija so. Huh? Ye go for a doctor for and that's now Moesha ho. Ah doctors na can say and dropping 10,000 or 12,000. Were you there? Also better.
Obusani PR they say you go for doctors for. I say about time Moesha no mo can say and drop 10,000 or 12,000. No ko no amount or drop here. $10,000 no. Obusani PR were you there? Were you there? Because he wasn't there. And I know so boy and say the film. Then I say Moesha can do everything just that she's yes maybe it might have several depression or something, but according to Afia the Moesha was psychosis yeah crab which they pentem crase sema apa just that for just anyway I never say about because the chrono the more obey and we must say the more na unya follow the more na do page. So I feel as one of the nearly richest guys in Ghana. All because Baba before I said one question as I interview no the reason why would interview they say. You just wake up one day with your papa interview Afia Schwar. Interview no purpose away interview them run it here. The purpose of the way interview none of the or when interview so I come Moesha asem and I fear you no can was man I fear your friend is Afia that the was an allergic. I did no can was and now Dio na share Fiano from head to toe. Yet remember Ghana needs me every couple. Now just can for papa be a month for man she be more than much I say. Yeah, qua brand no car. Now until from head to toe Dio near side Dio handbag, hand one Dio a traveling bag. Then was interview near Pacific show say ye did you need to come more problem on if you have a big problem. Oh, big problem. It is a Zion money interview me. Now we interview. Obi Arian once a busa as one pushing the birthday. Why couldn't you make it very simple?
One, me call Dubai no. Me na nekuado. Any Nelson interview say money won't buy. Emma assembly day. MPA. And then me both me here.
Where Moya say, Nina say, why you say no ajidin kakra professor. Adi enim so ba abeko o professor anya de o mo mo professor de everywhere you want to as long as you have money. These days cry your travel agencies are more visas ba man for the to quite.
Me person on one person be involved in this drama. I even called Sandra Kobia. Say omo moye na yam pe hospital. Ni yam for Moesha nko because Moesha ya in a bad so from. Parents don't know anom. Memoir. Do you know how many times she tried to kill her own life? That it was our responsibility.
Do you know how many times she tried to kill her own life? Kill her whole life. Yeah, that's it. But killing her.
You come with your friend or pa. Time any ever. 2 a.m., 3 a.m. near drive if you are back. Uba do no 5 a.m. near a boy make you feel no. Me yes. You are quiet now, doctors. You are quiet. Me free Dubai by now. Na neku ya do free doctors no. You are quiet now, doctors no so mbese.
Simple $10,000 or something.
Na Moesha busu avoni ni o.
No more.
Doctors no more but obi offer us obi 2 years ka. Why the 2 years ka?
She paid.
Sorry,
$1 going in
sorry. However, what me dear, I have backed out. I will only support my friend with prayers. Me slen nyame, adum nyakopon. Me kame papa da car, esi me duma. Nyame ni makoma. Se me paibo. Ene se Moesha, obe sorry. Obo sana na piadwa. Na me sorry brother ko machi bia. E ko ne ho paibo.
It was more you guys see the view, you can see the view.
I watch mota. And I make us a Moesha. We share me body up na. Odo I will each me bano. If not me body up na. Moesha na me ni nkomo. No nye me bibia. But me who states no. And I make us a Moesha on paras more than 3 times. For it, which I know, me better yet. Nyege na neku ya do friend say, hey, wa me ni know you fan call Leicester Hospital. But the family ended up disrespecting we that were dead.
How?
I don't want to. You say Zion, I don't want to dwell in it. Me kose me koboa, man kose me kofuntu. Enti enja no. Ofo say me na me show Moesha nkene Moesha akoka sunan.
It's a small no.
Oh.
Why home?
So for my maybe fee. No.
Bane e de boa ma no mato.
Ayo. Onye mi busi yen.
Doctors buy no so wanya psychosis.
Ere de ade no.
Adwum yare.
Doctors buy mo so wanya psychosis. De ade na ya adwum yare. Afia e mo hwe na nim o de be ka asem no.
To madness.
No, so I say kakari no so busa say would that lead to madness?
Medical personnel.
Yeah, medical personnel.
She sent me she DM'd me about 3 weeks ago. Time I know about
so that you guys can let me tell you this.
Sandra. We should keep her in our prayers, no? And I said that because if Moesha can write to me and tell me, say, Nyami Ebieneni, send me by the Penabe woman.
What can reaction what I say?
In a movie there.
Also was if you don't kwasi about also was say Zion Busane say psychosis na your day when was when you medical personnel so nim and was Busane bet me lead to na and or patch say Moesha bet me atro my DM sno aka chance ade pena be ye sofo na ade pe na be so for movie media so pa say Moesha ka sa de na say wa bodam kra Afia nyame betwa ne onyo me kwhwe comment grofo bi chiro na if you do good no kra amanfo where your goodness somebody lying about somebody's health mental health goodness no ho Afia Schwar ne busuafo Moesha busuafo a kire ne so ombe kasama wo so if Zion Phyllis wants to know what's up with Moesha, why can't him contact Moesha's family and go and see where Moesha is if you want to talk about Moesha's mental? Why would you talk to another person about it? Do you think say hey, be mental health celebrity be and a public figure be mental health illness? Now they are quite no African one. Maybe the family is not even aware of it. Do you think that this type of behavior be happening with her? Nka wa obeche we japade kakra na nka wa ya age ka beto ni neko krase for bloggers mase sam ho na me blog oh blog na ko interview why would you bring somebody's mental health illness into it?
Is that normal?
I have parent in your man going
In a movie.
What you say? So they were laughing about the whole situation. So in the movie, this is somebody claim, oh yeah, madam for ball penance munti me penance and bra. Now me kwa me ma $10,000 said doctors for function. And then no say maybe somebody who experienced whatever is going on with her. That's what trouble. You know said this girl is ill. Now what trouble letter. So what trouble DM. Nese or say oba pena ebeye wesia. When you are talking about people's family issues and what people are going through, watch your own back. Because at time will come, people will do that to you. And you're very sad to say we have to mock people with mental health. And you're very serious, people die of it. What will cause any partner try parazone for 3 times or so? It tells you what difficulties are this lady is in it. Why someone when like that make us say Obiani Moesha na nebehu why trigger the mental health illness? It could be anything. Like I said, a drew maybe or one man, you maybe cry why you will come back and hurt you. A drew maybe after a better, a drew maybe a brabona player bonnet sometimes. And you may be out when you are just so ni pepi amoni that so. And if you are not strong enough, your sanity will just go. She is here. No what near Barbet now. No one can say we, but you said, dear, but what's in the bush for? Oh, yes, your friend is saying. So now, you see, Becca Busa said, at the end of the bush, you have why you enjoy ungrateful, dear. I know they went in here. Come once and say, oh, in the bush, you have why you see, and the bush, you have why you see. But which me kind, the causes of which me kind, how no person committed suicide. Some way enough of papa. If Moesha have good friends in the industry, and Moesha, he wouldn't say, oh, preacher and necessary form. Can we wouldn't see those images. And Moesha and Kia no sadian. A lot of people go through, a lot of celebrities go through a lot. They go through because paparazzi crowd and then someone make church rafa sometimes. Anyhow, baby, I could be and so you don't go obia vulnerability. You don't see it. Yeah, what chroma praying you be biano. You don't get to see all these things. Syria, kumba, I want to say there will be any man by what a chair with your friend is saying. Ukraine. Why are we like that? Grandma, unless somebody wants to talk to you about their mental health. Your word jumemu, a jumemu crano, a dream maybe or my big kitchen people say, are you okay? We manage a baby how because you say everyone at some point a juma crash with grandma on your depression. And you know, a juma or manager and I said jumano supervisors make sure say they won't put because the account. You may be on my employee, your friend is saying mental health. I can't want na company need to the boss say or more your friend is saying the employees betting me and your sound my day juma. Into your mouth near juma baby say young for hours pay and that's what the year juma. And Sunday my break. What your juma now bufu cafe as a quadrant from an home. I don't know, yes, sir. This is a girl and not on energy. A buy a mood short stories baby fan home. Ghana then to be a mental health for no. I mean country Nollywood, crowd star, superstar. Econo. Mental health illness is real. And then ya dear did ya when necessary and yen was here. Only people are margin more and they don't read. And no margin so said you'll be mental health, any form of mental health illness, a idea essary. and then people will just put a camera on people and then video whatever they do. Mon cross say mo dey do chromasia more bloggers baby o mo tete Ghana church on sem baby say free say ke adwuma kran ko nya pinka ba na nko tueska obi asiu no go your interview go and do your interview. Don't talk about people that you don't have any business with. Go your interview Moesha ebesi mo say e ya ebesi mo say ya ka mo say Afia Schwar na Afia Schwar we o ya papa no and we are Adamfo be na betimi agya na Adamfo edejasa wo munya na mo nyina mani bre nipa ntina enkrofo na omoye papa ne mfefo mo bong se nkrasefo mo they call themselves public figures no because this is below the bed. There's no way ya obi a wayere ni ye nyina no. I didn't even first time on Moesha case, but I was so pissed off. The first some people were even taking pictures of her. It was so bad. Why? You were saying a whole Nollywood actress with cancer. Obi enu okra na wonim. Apart from the family members. Ghana they own yare kra mu. O yare ya na o yare obi emfa na okra na de aba beto. Officer Moesha and Kwana celebrate and probably figure with mental health illness. Do you know how many people that live with mental health illness in their day-to-day life? I could see one no so I nim say no mazaya no sorry. When you na bedroom so. Wobusu any Moesha, would you do this interview?
Hey, sir, dear Pena, will become a woman of God
In the movie.
Are you for real?
Are you for real? You said this your friend is going through. You said it yourself, say your friend is going through some mental health challenges.
Yeah.
And then so what trouble be bro bad.
It's not normal.
It's not normal.
I have a parent in your man going
In a movie.
No mercy. Why would you do this?
Hey, sir, dear Pena, will become a woman of God
in the movie.
Are you for real? And it's my prayer. I don't like this Moesha. I miss the happy. I miss the bubbly Moesha. I don't like this Moesha. I'm friendly person. Onyame phone
So that was the interview. That was the same interview this lady did that. Okay, so and I'm gonna make one so what time your friend is say it's not funny. What I like Michelle. What your friend is a Miss Bell no. He say if you've been through tough times in life, you know the suicide that you can't laugh about it. Mental health you can't laugh about. It's not laughable. When some people are going through whatever. Me last time I did a video and I was saying, yes, Miss Bell, I was saying, say, thank God they sent me. I've told my children to talk to the school if something that will bother them. Vanya, time I know we year 5 or no. Year 5 or 6. On what your WhatsApp group. One of the children open WhatsApp group. I added my child to it. And this girl started with self-harming. Brunia Kra or self-harming and who trip pictures not about to group anymore. And I think one of the parents are finding out. And who and a crano yes, and it's some incredible group and they exposed to your friend is a self-harming because Sebi, yeah, about I will bet me I will be bet me at Tiano. And see, me or me school no or nipa or safeguarding or whatever will school one friend me. One of the teachers friend, me no say, is that Miss Adams? Yes. Oh, can we see you, Baba? I'm saying maybe everything concerning my children. I just want to be there. And see, me quiet no catch me said, were you aware of say I wasn't, because sometimes I check their phones. The problem is that some of these children are very smart. So when they regular checkup, they will delete whatever you don't want to see. So what you see. So I will just do check. I will just get the phone and then do the check when she's not she doesn't know, so maybe I will take her phone away from her. So I would just check the phone on our way. And teacher in the class also. So do you know Vania? So this is what has happened, and we interview all the children that were in the group. But when we ask about when she get upset or angry, what does she do? She told them say or punch it, whoa or punch it. And she maybe me a video says oh no ma or honest say omo echo shed them baby. You just follow up and see say are they okay? And now there's something bothering. Some of these children, it's not even up to you. They will go to school and someone will do something to them and they will take it upon themselves. So what you say? So and young African parents, we don't make it very nice and I say wait for our children to talk to us. And they would rather talk to their and the same age group now, they don't have any idea whatsoever is going on for them to give them idea and I say to advise them and now be beside and they won't have proper advice. And I had another incident whereby another akra catch me ban say ne ho time no person oku ne ho me ban ya akra nti roka so ka say begin roka so wonjai and later also catch and say okay so akra na kan say nti roka say o person oku ne ho a koku ho. Which is so not. And I was so pissed off, I was so angry because she could have triggered. And a lot of children that commit suicide is okay, for because of person, you know. One thing, and then I advise her and say, if a chronic cancer, now good you should have tell any you know your teachers or anybody at your school, your tutor or somebody. Then say once also by repeating the same words in the idea. Actually, just go and look at and committed suicide a year in this country, UK, and then just check the percentage of children who have been diagnosed with depression. Ghana na ye the go school no teacher ni say ebo account. There is no diploma or be from primary school they have counselors. Secondary school. So what you say? We open university they have the support system there. So what you say? Why would you laugh about something like this? What now on oh ma obi anim ne da chance and pressure what we are say. And then and crop a social media pressure have turned to something else. Bodies stomach bones and cry after not the eating this other than no ma cry to say was still miss on to me lose weight. Now if you don't have any knowledge about something, why would you sit down and talk about someone who were even trying to take her own life? Huh? Someone who were trying to take her own life. It tells you how serious her situation is. Now the about better because I know but we are now I can say any panatro at the abroad so about penabe ye suffer will move in winter. Now what you know I can say and to shall we a normal not present and also a sebi. And also say no mastery and your normal. I may bet you Kappa if you are sure. With your cost one if I am man for your time will come. It been a broker at the year one. A woman they were when him see. When what the job by a month for wash and you be because of what you do to other people. And I want to when you are now on ferret and no cry them. Somebody who doesn't may say antisocial personal disorder. Go and read about it. Because any power bunny one of a real dear. There wouldn't mean cosmetic me a crack. I say I'm a tear baby. Who drew baby or drew nipper more in a young quay, but you drew nipper more. There's certain behavior you don't show. So drew nipper more baby as a public person. That means you are mentally ill. Oh problem. Oh problem. Yeah, we are very sad. I know my real was an argument to me. Now say I was thinking about it. I said, Drew, maybe you allow people to be. Say what in your car? I can say Moesha the other Sunyame. Now Moesha was your 4 Johnny Marsashana. And come my Moesha cranky. Because in $10,000 for the Moesha crank your tea check. $10,000. Then I'm just thinking, say $10,000 now, so what they are man for what? Or the man is on your day. Yeah, some more. It may come in such a way. See, enjoy the way you grew nipa. One half years so no. Mental health illness, and yet Sebi, and yet at the bonnet. Make us say at the papas will be able to train ye but. Maybe see my man, and yeah, the bond make us say the papa so be a bush in but then if you have somebody who is experienced any form of mental illness, just seek for professional help, and whatever it is, just read about it as well. And yeah, the bond. Because becoming sure say Moesha, we thank God Moesha is still alive. Adam really about former US your friend is maybe affinity. Former friend is Miss US. I was surprised. This lady was like do everything. It was hosting TV show, was happy. Like outside, she looks happy. And when she committed suicide, I wanted to think about how. But this is the person that or no mommy too or mommy bar or no mommy very close. Whatever was bothering this lady, she couldn't even share with the man. Whatever was bothering her, she couldn't share with her mom. She was the only daughter. What they call, just go and read about the story. And I see one of the Hollywood friend is say, I feel so name I'm not a movie star baby sir. She was the only daughter. Oh yes, it is serious. She was the only daughter, and I was because when the picture was coming out, so it was even hard for people to believe say because they were thinking so somebody pushed her because she looked so happy. She looks so happy. Yes, some people can choose to be happy, even when you're talking about bipolar disorder. Some people have their high moment and their low moment, whereby they feel excited, very energetic, they want to do everything. And the next minute, they want to die. They are not happy. They are in a low moment. So what you see? So I was like, how? Why? How? I was asking myself, very beautiful. So how? Mental health and need the ever no any the ever and then we share baby free ba and then some of people a big crutch you say still my dream da ho or any problem or didn't want to happen baby now sure be they might have everything financially it because a very beautiful marriage oh what dream you sir but sometimes people go back to their past what they've been through. And tis all the wouldn't be a said. A dear barber, no, nesse. Oh, yeah, now what the best real. And yeah, dear, yes, serious. And always they say, there's nothing evil about this. People that take their families to churches, and I say for no. Whom baby a word draw. Now, quite a way say. So what you say. And my young found what's not so if you nipper baby, do mobus and found what's not so if you Sabi. When young webia near got to the point that they change to 2 months. I have Chroma say advance mental health a dear month for you and crap. Why am I doing mental health on a facility? You know. So what you are saying? I was very sad they were presenting Moesha as Semno. And to be honest with you, you say Afia nya papa. Afia nya papa. Ade ade we nya ode no. Memfa nya oni. This girl I've been through a lot even from a hand of Ghana for the young way by ye and no akwadwo obi sikedro. We have all sort of fabricated stories about that. Why are we doing that? Ni na so now we are more so we celebrities bi. And what just can be and idea be a large BB so chair no and obi just draw a girl by a corner and not to send me the better carry. And what and as they say, a friend said, Busia hold it and no person more friends or met me and one more Busia and Moesha won't tell one yes, or any pa. Yeah, what I'm not for me, what baby, I'm more kind of serious, but now I'm for his phone. You're allowed to use their phones and stuff. People go in and out. Sometimes you are me. Now, we have 2 cases of suicide. One committed suicide in the hospital ward. The other one went home and hung himself. You don't think before you talk. So free some Moesha been through the even taking her own life. You wouldn't sit there and talk about her like that. But can I fans and I'm on so much and I see a year from which didn't so no more church because they are coming to us here. Would me a ban then the mental health I bet now you can was are you going to be happy about? Wouldn't you be a said now you kind of crowd bushing? the coconut oil from me, what my watch, you know. Coconut oil, I'm to free Ghana buy. And Chama my down, brown once and out the other was and Beban. Man, because Mom will be a beginner because if you're not any paponi fool. Brown once and other continue next time. A man for a moment and once. Watching up the sister. Oh yes, Sister Fatima. Enti ebusuan for no na me pese me kan ho aseme. My watch is too new. Because my watch na me kasa sa because my watch is too we. Still no. Na watch no so na me dey agumu no. My watch me ya no ba be. I think my mommy beans na yet. Me am pese beans ni am repa. I'm very sad. There's nothing wrong with it. Ebusuan for office ebusuan ni be area. Yeah, wa bro che dey be am say we have the advantage to make use of. Oh, okay, gracious. We have your friend say we have access to a lot of things. Help is there, baby. I will be and my mental health illness is something that they take it very serious. It's not a joke because they know the implications. Thank you, sis. And you know they take it very serious. Moesha is more beautiful than her. Ever she's not salty as you know. Chromasia. Oh yes, Chromasia and sure about so were ungrateful. Did the family did to her? Do the family should family shouldn't like ungrateful no can't come in the family now you want me and come once it tells you how on can says I love the way you make us see things your worst Miss Bird and feel light. Oh yeah. Oh, thank you so much. And you know where busuni be including your children. There's nothing problem. Me say Nancy and mommy are you born Germany. Yes, Germany. Nigeria. You know abon amana we musician. I miss me back at home. Then phone you because I'm favorite So when I hear about maybe a teenager committing suicide and stuff, I just talk to my children about it. Not because I want to scare them. I want to tell them so there's help. From school, from me, maybe from whoever. They can talk to whoever they want to talk to. And there is help. There is help available for them. There is no way I may deny me, but say, or through stressful moments, be an answer, or hear more, make us say, me ferry home here. There is no way at this point of my life, me ferry be a better me bar and answer me support me about it. Say what you see. Yeah, me best one more place to talk. Place to talk, no, because pandemic had much impact on our lives, including Nkra. That's why a lot of people committed suicide during that time. Nkra be and then movie and academic because Akra be good school mono after obefia nyoma be ntime say what you say so had impact on them. And the school is setting up a place to talk, so you go and talk, and then they make sure say if you homework the man cry no more better so because then some of the children very probably school be what I say. Ada my former church I make come here the big catcher me say akra bi near the banner class I was surprised, but it does happen. Until you need a match of one and ya dear ferry. One maybe let me refer you guys to your friend is saying Italy. Akreyo kumo ma ameno. So why am you showing one entema? It can, get to that point. Like I said, especially with depression. Se nipa na harmony self obe harmo. Because a dream maybe on my yekrana, any form of mental illness. A dream maybe you feel very low. A dream maybe on no more. You become fear nancy me care harm makoye. And then say my problem. Intimate me part like I said akreyo because if you can because no cry no. So there's sometimes a little pressure. It's me at the struggle says Kakrabia now stressing. For us to stress very common. So for you to develop from stress to depression is very common. And so that's why you need to talk to people. You need to seek for help. When you think say you are talking with families and friends are not going to help you. Open once if you knew say Moesha yarea, why would you follow her to a church for her to do that Thanksgiving? You should have taken her to the hospital. And your church and I said, There's a hospital and I come with because no one said Madame Flo was going through difficult moment in her life. And like I said, drugs and yes, the drug misuse can be, but mental health illness no a life event as well. What as a new man actually any new man ye come it can trigger. She said, "Be new Biana or bet me I experience be because of this and I said that." But obi o one more nneoma atwemu ato na atwemu mpo ana nneoma wonam aware na kwa aware kwa mama bebre na mema bebre depressed ena aware ene nneoma afa ba obi kura hu bibi na opebi no ntimi nyesika nkotokora no kura timi depression bre no timi na stress so what you say and there is nothing wrong with it one with the way many mesia is say oh me amampa kofi say kofi na asha that girl there and then no let me read it and then of her life will be nasty part. We won't pray for that, but the way we see yeah man for no I don't think say be between nipa benya that sympathy ni empathy ni e dey amano our friends they are more our best friends they are more enemy to Moesha. We have to be careful of unfriendly friends, of people who claim to be our friend. Me say na kwad was say Moesha nya na danfo na ne ba danfo no. A pena was a pena and a na danfo. But we wait me aka na asem. Close person to me, to her mom, she wanted to kill herself. This is a lady who is happily married with a kid. One will ask what is going on. Yes, a lot of people cannot open up because of how we judge people. You know, society may judge it. Said we'll be go through difficulty. Why in any part when nyanza like I said, unka once a month or better to now I always advise my children is what solution so it's better for you to talk to me about it or talk to your teachers or nipa bia me de nipa bi na phobia me feel me trust you mama asem ko no ma anyway say sometimes you sit down and talk to them so say are they okay could they have their own things are moving unim say sometimes it's so strange say you might see people and think they are so happy and then deep down they have this devil in them. So what you say they have this something that this devil that want to take their happiness away. The way people judge, and a lot of people don't want to talk to people because the church and it's all crowd show you make us say there's something going on. Yes, they know because they open up to me and they cancel. A lot of people, you nipa man and you who more abonchine san no fie so tie. It do maybe what you see outside there totally different from what you see in your friend say in their home. And anyway, mama menya adverse kakra because they say in Queen Master Schwar and me who's a solution we gonna say me and then me makeup me treatment anyway me fear me person me treatment and Master Schwar body lotion we say cocoa butter a friend say by a ton next a year we say product and I say Walmart and a so online Amazon and it's all US here any other country I think so be no Amazon at all a shampoo me I have so many people that will bring product for me to do it, but me I just don't want to. But this product, I think say buy Yana, I fell in love with it and I start using it. I think I can see within a year, friend is a Sunday, I can see how my skin is looking. So what you say, I'm here to try on your friend is the hair food or more various products even for dark spots and then as for so if you can check on their website as well your friend is a hair shampoo and a hair conditioner a very good power for hair and I will also a hair syrup it is so PBR charity patch or just go online or type it in and now I think there were shops some of the big stores and a supermarket and as a stores meaning your friend is a US is also product name from US anyway. Until it's open be at one who contact me, I make sure how I'll be seeing me. But I'm just for now, this is what I'm trying. The lotion, the body lotion. So yeah, just cocoa butter. instruction ni bibia ewo ho benefit ewo and ingredients e de ye nyina ewo ho enti mami no what's here na down for e ba na down for no and I say tea we there e yakrasa fruity no so wo US bet me to be wa Amazon wo US here fruity no very nice my favorite pan mango and ginger no a very nice plant. And if you need a fruity now, we go on my website at www.fruitiness Amazon. And so US let me than through Amazon. Why a fruity made in Ghana come up now what to be. No way, me pam choma me no ma watch mo kakra. Let me see my percent. Let me see my percent. And money, but also, but I think I'm a salmon and to me and talk. There was for Major Amona. Hello, at Major Amona. My way say. If I can imagine, I can't. A grown woman be friend with oh, yes, I know Kanye. I know Kanye. I see Moesha. Says Moesha na. Onye Moesha bi emeboa onye Moesha bi enti no opeso otwe no free money enti ovia kwa na birthday no my interview o my friend no because I feel say just a few friends no mo kwa no mo surprise no that's what good friends do, so they stick with you in terms of good time and bad time. That's what friends do, and friends don't wash your dirty linens outside omo nka wa asem sabi me madam fu no obi na say one feminist or to say bibi aye no na bibi esi e wo ye ntem na bia wati bi na person chemi a man ka sem pan for men kasa kra so what you say into wo father for so afa because you know me can say almost say by 10x so bo let me just make intro a bo 10 wo number 10 wo so by I think 10 I just say any panel product in here. Me who was a biotonics here, biotonic. And two father and four so, but more than a father and four. Sebi, one back at what they just so. You any nipa baby, any nipa go through a lot. Any nipa go through a lot. Me come say, Abrabon and yes, na you obi to say obi crowd one of my celebrity kesiye. Justin Bieber mo which is obi okra na e say akwa asema to ne plan say ya mu ana bibisa e kwa na ho fi say mental health ke ya hia yi aye ho chiri pe na nke bia nka mental health your friend is nka entry but there no it can happen to each and everyone. Abuche very common, a very common among celebrities, among probably famous people. They go through, everybody go through. At some point, everybody will go through mental health illness, either you like it or not, especially some form of depression. Because it do maybe our life become difficult. And it's not something that I joke about, I don't laugh about it. The fact that I had a chance to work in the mental health facilities and a hospital, no, it tells me how vulnerable we are as human beings. So what you here? And to be a rare. In Ghana, Tracy, but be no attack will be with depression. Yes, some people go through a lot, but you will be a bit on more behavior problem. Behavior problem and casa no more. And no your mental behavior problem. Want to who so what you here? And ya dear so for home. And would this send baby make a some you'll be on ye. Would this send baby Nancy Nigeria say go back or say sign a boyfriend could a fiance would you try pictures of the just a Chelsea a pictures a t-shirt you take pictures of come girl. And sometimes nipa wonu omochie kra, that's why it's very good for you to seek help for them if you notice there's changes be in their behavior now say be the way they used to be happy they are not. That's why we ask questions about are you okay? If we say baby how are you share, so if we say baby I say we take it on board now why I don't know my many video me can say nipa kra na that wonim the next minute you bet me aye Because some people go through, and people that don't share, you'll be on, they don't share. And people don't share because they don't have the confidence in you. Sebi, you will be a crown. You will stage be a horn more, would draw either physical illness and as mental health, even sexual health. People are very scared to talk about being as a sexually active. Maybe empty. Your friend is say, and no crown said you'll be a horn more. You're able to say cancer now, BB. Brain tumor and as for the hospital and now the intensive care on person month will be time no because it be rare. And mental health no some people will protect themselves and they seek for help. Me yare I mean because madam for me ever camera messing it me so number come yare and once a munch will be. And when I had this issue, I couldn't even give the details about what this boy was going through because yare yare so de betimi acho bi ani papa yare beto no nipa bone ne be yare beto no ena nyi obi ase bi obenya mental health issues na onum no bone anase onum nsa anyhow. Some people are not drug, they don't do drugs, they don't do alcohol, but yes still they have that situation there, they couldn't handle it the way they wanted to handle it. And you might tune power ya brabo man sana ya drew baby bedroom no eya na and you events life event and you actually and you is yet to come no only God knows. And mental health illness, any other illness there ya say this nipa. One thing I wouldn't do is say made a picture there be a camera me say first time I call a fire life radio na me nam kwan so mu bruni Ben maybe I know to swap by you. I will go pan out to Mr. Papa should be keen in as for. There's no way I'll put me once will be a video in that social media. I was even surprised. Because I always talk to things says a man I was asked, do I want people to do this to me? And saving me so be until more healthcare professionals no. Of confidentiality is very important to them. And I thank God to say I had a chance to work in the hospital, so I think I'm a better person as well because confidentiality is very important to them. A doctor will never discuss with anybody except your family members. Kroma, Ghana, the affairs of Mukwano baby Umanum. A doctor will never discuss with anybody. In Dubet Milk, sexual health test. Say, oh no partner now, honoma. This is why they do. Unless you both agree to go and do the test. Why did I make this price too much? I'm waiting. It's like it will be an abode on American. Because I wanted the beans to become too much in the watch, but the beans is until you are rape or no more. Even sexual health no. So no partner or now for sexual health test because they're very confidential, isn't it? Unless say you want to do the test together. Until you find your rape or what they do is they ask you questions. Near free say you're real no. Ubeti una the amount partner now partner betting the amount and they want your partner somebody that you involve with sexually want to come to the clinic and test. They will correct the address, so they will write or the phone number on budget. Said the betrono. Abeka so may test and abibisa. But they wouldn't tell say ni pass me and abibisa. They won't give a results. What results? Mom, you hire hospital. There is no way with GP befro. Ekas or person no before ekasa about your health. O macro no to stay you on my hospital. You're more interact with them by the one music. Ebia o ya akrante ebia na ade ne beko enti yare in any form no won't me expose somebody or be yare unless any panama permission to do so. Enya Ghana na said you be nya brain tumor na e pesca de amana na the video so ya not supreme odi bi na the video so na e bo ho de how many times na to kroma even gold fan near ube so be yare ide obi okobema bet me I describe the situation. I be put you into details. And the camera video is seen so I may who penny who how and your mercy. So what you say? and she only Ghana and a young man because ye we are second in you see a cultural day and you decided say you better not pay. And then will be a for being what they don't even think before they talk about. There is no way interview where Afia Schwar and Zion Phyllis say yeah Zion too quite more in Tekakra. When you know nipa mo too quite and I'm drop which I'm to me and Samuel maybe and I'm going to me. There is no way somebody else will go to somebody's platform go and talk about another person's mental health illness. It's not in this country. Kebusia for private mo dia yon nke asiu ama me so dwetira awo no o de ache enti ma benya am na me bedi ma wa ache nyame adoma e be ka ho asem. Oh yes, Francis Ba Afia de o yare anka so no abibi ha no. Enti that's the story of Moesha. Nya Afia anka nim se Moesha. I love the way a lot of people condemn what she did anyway. I love the way a lot of people under the video, no. You see, like I said, people are once I know, sad I had fun for me there. Once I'm a penny passing Messias and no one no. Or ye be beef is not to cry, I am supporting. We have people like that. So what's here? I want to know video. Stuff first thing I met you. Session answers. No room of no empathy, no privacy. Yes, there's nothing there. Now, no, it's in any crowd wash on. You don't got to work. You don't better. Another blogger for an interview. No, Moesha pictures in the society. Sebi, Chama, or Castle preacher, or Kojina baby. I mean, who ever took the pictures of her, no, and the man was basically, you know. But today, I can't. We are not come as a man can once a year in a bumper, man. When my man for do draw more that mental health illness and by bonti minji womb. Mum pesica na mum pet a medical help man. So more than for no more drain. I was I of fellas who to be quite talk your friend and say, which in you again, would I be a shopping or a shopping. Moesha now get an interview. Fast as can I would the once I'm not go to YouTube and any interview now we yama. And send a picture just a man for Shema when you scale YouTube. Fast as can it be fuck up on a bush for. No one pay good your friend and say clinic, whatever, hospital, mental health facility, or more fun. Now, when to mean dinner, when you know, man for once and my come, then ye says you can win ye be Fancoboa. When ya moon cross a seminar, and I'm much one of now, what money lines as I do operate, but with me, interviews, and then because of phone, but more answer and your contact, and I will be creating a man for once and my dear. And I'm more council, so I won't can't deal with the end of my barbeca. How many times I want them YouTube albums to be could be mental health illness and once. This first can be called one. And young pieball. Any the bony power is cat. Ghana, Chromasianka, yes. It be a Jessica, no answer will make it be a cohun cheap in our GP referral. But Ghana is can't one. If you had to make $10,000, sir, you be for count young for the fusion, you know. The infant rock near Meshano. I saw if you were one, and yes, I can one or two. Officer on your bush and you don't want to interfere in whatever is going on. So you packed yourself out, then stay out. Say beyond one maybe I celebrate our Moesha, but to be out track and I know what to do. I was there for Yamisha Munina on my bye. I see why I met you. Yamisha Munina on my bye. Made him watch it.